for a can't-miss event. Join us at the Upstate African American Tourism Conference happening at Springfield Baptist Church on Saturday, February 17th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Discover the power of African American tourism. Did you know it generates a whopping $2.4 billion for South Carolina? This conference is all about growth, community, and economic impact. Learn how South Carolina's investment can drive economic growth in both rural and urban areas. Be part of something bigger. Be part of the change. February 17th at Springfield Baptist Church.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to an exclusive interview to bring some awareness of what's happening right here in the upstate of South Carolina. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy. I'm here to tell you all about it, and I'm super excited about having one of the program coordinators that's going to join me tonight, that we're going to bring all of you into the know that you can find out about the Upstate African American Tourism Summit that for the very first time is happening right here in Greenville, South Carolina. So make sure you share, make sure you comment, make sure you grab your pen, your pad, your recording device, whatever you need to do to capture this information, because this event that's happening this weekend, if you can change your plans to be a part of it, you've got to be in the building. So I'm super excited because there's information to share that maybe you hadn't heard before now, but tonight you're going to be able to find out all about it. So without further ado, I want to take an opportunity to bring one of the program coordinators to this exclusive interview, Miss Renee McDaniel, who will be joining us this evening. Renee, thank you so much for being here tonight. I know you are currently by way of North Carolina, right? But now you are originally, though, from Charleston. So you are a South Kakalackian.
Absolutely. Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised. Yes.
Yes. So, well, what's happening and the hottest thing smoking this coming Saturday, on Saturday, February the 17th, for the very first time that's been held here in Greenville, South Carolina, is this Upstate African American Tourism Summit. So I do understand, though, that for the past 10 years, though, that this has been held in Charleston. So for all of our viewers and those that will watch this, give us an overview of what's going to happen with this summit here that's taking place at Springfield Baptist Church, y'all, 600 Avenue in Greenville.
Yes, absolutely. So like you were just saying, thank you for having me, first of all. For the last 10 years, our goal has been, as the African American Tourism Council, is to basically bring awareness to the billions of dollars that's available to African, just basically residents, community leaders, tourism industry, professionals that's available within the tourism industry. Excuse me. So on Saturday, it's going to be a day full of just seminars and sessions where we walk you through some of the grant programs that are available, some of the funding that's available. We have a social media and marketing and branding session led by Ms. Courtney Young of Foresight Communications. That's going to, give you as a business owner, as a brand, as a community leader, as a historic site, or even a faith-based organization, give you just better insight on what you need to be doing as far as marketing and building your brand, as well as getting the funds that you need to kick off that tourism business. Our goal as the African American Tourism Council is to educate residents and tourism officials about the benefits of investing in the development of the niche in tourism, and to strategize on the future for the growth and development of this niche within South Carolina. So we're excited.
Absolutely. And one thing I think about Greenville, because tourism is really big here in Greenville. Greenville's in the top 5 places in the world to visit. So when you think about people that are really flooding our city to come and walk up and down Main Street and see the different restaurants, the boutiques, the whole Fall Park area, the green space, the Unity Park. There's a ton of opportunity in what you said was funding with a B. So there are millions of billions of dollars that can be made available. And I understand that this is a summit really that anyone could attend. So whether you're a business owner, whether you're a nonprofit, whether you're a church, or whether you're just a regular old Joe, right? Joe and Mary that want to come and hear this information. There's something that takes away that anybody could be a part of this, right?
Absolutely. It's open to the public. It's open to anyone that's craving for this knowledge. Honestly, the tourism industry, especially when it comes, well, first of all, like you just pointed out, Greenville is within the top 5, top 10 in the world for tourism. Charleston, Condé Nast, I think, voted Charleston #1 the last 5 years, or plus, in the world, for tourism. So South Carolina in its whole has just so much potential, especially within the African American niche. A lot of the African American tour, the sites, and history of South Carolina is what draws a lot of visitors, into our state. So our goal is to, help those folks within the industry who owns those businesses and have the faith-based organizations. We want you to get access to the funds, and we want you to show you different ways of getting your word out there about, your business or your brand through our digital marketing program that we're going to be offering as well. So we're excited.
Now you mentioned about funding, because that's one thing that I know tends to always be a barrier for people as it relates to starting a business, getting started, maintaining a business. But I understand funders could be there. I mean, there's information about grants that could also be shared. So hello, everybody. Ding, 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 ding. I hope the light bulbs are going off to let you know that this is a summit that you want to make sure that you or somebody somebody in your circle, somebody in your family, somebody in your neighborhood, your cousin, anybody that you can think of can register, whether it's online today, or also understand that you will be taking registrations on site on this coming Saturday, February the 17th, as early as 8:30 a.m. The actual event is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's not an all day, but it's long enough that you're going to get a power-packed wealth of knowledge, being able to build and nurture some business relationships, collaborations. Just the resources alone is going to be worth the investment of the $25 that you will pay to be a part of this summit. So can you speak a little bit more to, I know when people think about grants, because I understand the grant application process, people kind of shy away from it, or they done it before and didn't do it right or got denied. But talk about the grant resource opportunity that will be in the building.
Yes, so we're going to have various representatives, from the city of Greenville, city of Spartanburg, County of Greenwood, and I may be pronouncing this incorrect, Oconee County. We're going to be talking about
Oconee, yeah.
Okay. They're going to be talking about the ATAX grants that are available to for your tourism and cultural arts programming and stuff. And those all are grants that are funded by your tax dollars. So they're going to basically be giving you all the scoop on how to access that money that you're already, as a taxpayer, paying into. And then we're going to have a session entitled Business Development and Loan Programs, starting and expanding your business. In this session, we're going to feature like small business loan and development programs, basically from around the upstate region, to kind of those, I guess companies like the Climb Fund, Community Work South Carolina, the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, and the SC Minority Affairs. They'll be in the building kind of telling you what business loans or programs are available for small businesses so that you can either start or expand your current brand or business. So there's going to be a wealth of knowledge in the building. We're also going to have the South Carolina Parks and Recreation Department stepping in and talking about the tourism grants that are available through the SC Parks and Recs Department. So again, these are grant programs that you already, as a taxpayer, you pay into. And we're just going to basically give you, knowledge on how to access those funds.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, let me just say thank you on behalf of the people that, when I realized this is the first time that this summit is being held in the upstate of Greenville, South Carolina, because for the past 10 years, this has happened in Charleston. Yes. And like you said, Charleston is that tourism spot too. Like, when you think about South Carolina, Charleston is up there, Myrtle Beach and Greenville. I mean, there's other cities that you could have taken this to, But the fact for the very first time, you're going to be in Greenville.
Yes.
All my Greenvillians to be able to come and be a part of this. Again, you can actually go on the website, which is scaat.us. So you can go online, you can register and get your tickets there, or you can just show up on Saturday morning to Springfield Baptist Church, 600 East McBee Avenue, right here in Greenville. So again, 8:30 a.m. Be on time, y'all. But the event summit actually kicks off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, we've talked a little bit about the grants, the funding. Now, let's talk about also this marketing and branding portion that they're also going to be able to get a wealth of knowledge too. And I know you said Courtney with Foresight Communication is also going to be leading the way because, you know, branding and marketing, and I'm a stickler about that. So, I mean, I know our people really need some help out here in these marketing. So talk about the help that people could look forward to obtaining the knowledge of what maybe Courtney will be able to share with the people.
Yes. So Courtney basically is going to do somewhat of a deep dive into the benefits of social media platforms and how those different platforms can, you know, help you get the word out about your tourism brand or business. I know in our past sessions, she has taken folks on a journey, just teaching them how to, you know, buy social media ads, knowing which, you know, platforms are best to, you know, to market on, the times that, you know, are best to market, how to start creating like brand stories, as well as creating content about your business and your tourism brand. So she basically walks your hand, even if you aren't, you know, social media savvy. By the end of her session, you will at least have a good grasp on how to get started whenever you're, you know, with social media and marketing and branding. Outside of social media, she also, you know, gives you different, you know, tips and tricks on, you know, how to, you know, properly get the word out through your public relations efforts and things of that nature. So it's just a action-packed session where Courtney is kind of holding your hand and saying, hey, this is how you know, create an ad on social media. This is, you know, these are the best platforms to use to market that business or brand. So she's an amazing wealth of knowledge, and she'll be taking you by the hand and making sure you leave, you know, Springfield Baptist Church on Saturday with the knowledge that you know, at least to get started. And throughout the year, the African American Tourism Council, our website is always available, and we'll have resources that we'll be updating the website with after our summit. If you know, weren't able to make it, you can still go to our site and get some information, or get in touch with us on, you know, how to get some information on the grants and programs as well.
Absolutely. Again, so let me say thank you, Courtney, in advance for coming to help the people, honey, with marketing and branding, which is so important as people are launching their business, rebranding their business, expanding their business. Again, this is information that you will be able to find out exclusively for the very first Upstate African American Tourism Summit. It's happening this Saturday, on Saturday, February the 17th, right here in Greenville, South Carolina, at the Springfield Baptist Church, 600 East McBee Avenue. And so I'm encouraging for those of you that are here and in the surrounding areas, get to Springfield. It is going to be the place to be, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a church, whether you're a nonprofit, maybe you're just starting a business, maybe you just have questions, maybe you can obtain this knowledge that you can also be able to share with your platforms. It's definitely going to be worth the investment of only $25, and then lunch is also included, right? And then during lunch, there's going to
be having some little breakfast available too. So we'll feed you in the morning time, give you some coffee, some little treats to kind of put in your stomach before the session started at 8, you know, 9 o'clock.
Listen, that $25 is worth that write-off, ma'ams and sirs. So I definitely want to encourage all of you that are watching, make sure you share this information across your platforms, that people are aware. Because I do understand there was some social media presence, you've done some radio, you've done some TV, and some people may have gotten lost in the shuffle. I mean, life is life in people right now. But at the end of the day, we're bringing you into the know now. So you have between now and Saturday to make some arrangements, figure out what you got to do to be in the building, because it's going down for the very first time right here in Greenville, the first Upstate African American Tourism Summit. And then I understand for the lunch, there's going to be a keynote speaker. So can you kind of give a little 411 about the keynote speaker and what we can anticipate with that message?
Yes, so we're going to have the keynote speaker for the lunch is going to be Miss Dawn Dawson House. She's the executive of the Wagosia Foundation. Basically, she will be talking about the Wagosia Foundation's initiative. And that organization, their main goal is to support the efforts to identify and promote the preservation of historic sites, structures, buildings, culture, and cultural, African American experiences within South Carolina. They have what they call a toolkit, which is like a one-stop shop that gives you access to the historic sites and the structures and buildings within South Carolina, as well as access to different, brands and businesses. So she'll be talking about the toolkit as well as the initiatives of the Wagosia Foundation. And we're so excited to have Ms. Dawn in the building.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't never heard of the Wagosia, whatever that is, right? And so with that alone, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you got to be in the building so you can learn of these resources, make these connections, nurture these business relationships into partnerships that could be collaborations that will lead to funding and resources that can help you with your business. So yours truly, Miss Jazzy, I am stopping by with one of the program coordinators, Miss Renee. Thank you again so much for being here. But we were talking about earlier 3 reasons for African American tourism in South Carolina to get yours. And number 1 was $2.4 billion. Talk about that for me, Renee.
So interestingly, that $2.4 billion is only in the is 12% of the entire tourism industry. So of like the billions of dollars, 20 billion, I think, that was what we last checked. Total, the African American sector is $2.4 million of that. So we just want you to get a piece of the pie. We want you to get some money. So basically that's that $2.4 million. Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second reason was 26.302 jobs.
Yes. And that equates to about almost $800 million in additional revenue and labor income to the state. Think about, all of the potential, brands and businesses that can grow from that $2.4 million and the jobs that will create. So that's one of the other main reasons that we're pushing so much for this awareness about African American tourism, because it equates to job growth within the state of South Carolina, which, we've always, kind of struggled with in South Carolina. So just we want everyone to be employed, and African American tourism is a gateway to those additional jobs within our state.
Absolutely. So again, for those of you that are just chiming in, exclusive interview, we're talking about what's happening for the very first time right here in the upstate of South Carolina, the Upstate African American Tourism Summit. It's going down this Saturday on February the 17th at Springfield Baptist Church. Tickets are only $25. When I say only, for all the information that you will receive, not only did she say a little breakfast and stuff, but also lunch, but just a wealth of knowledge and resources and tools to help you be successful in this tourism industry sector, right? But we were talking about 3 reasons for African American tourism in South Carolina and to get yours. Number 1, we said, was $2.4 billion. Number 2 was the jobs. And then the third reason was 5% growth, because 118 million, it says, in impact.
Yes. So basically what that means is the more that we focus our efforts on bringing awareness and building the African American sector of tourism in the state, that's going to equal to about $118 million worth of growth. And that's just little as 5%. But that equates to, again, the jobs. When you talk about that also is a boost to the economy, which, helps out our communities, in and around the state. And not only that, it helps those organizations that are working to preserve the African American historic sites within South Carolina. So that growth encompasses a lot of different sectors. And yes, if we focus more on the African American sector, we can see that growth. So that's where that's coming from.
Well, listen, I tell you what, I'm more excited, I think, than the people that's not yet registered needs to be excited. So if I could register for you, I would, but I want to encourage as many of you that are watching right now, this coming Saturday, I need you to, by any means necessary, to be in the room, because this is an opportunity really of a lifetime that could change the trajectory of your business, for funding, for resources, for the marketing, branding information, from learning from the keynote speaker. I mean, just even learning of her organization and foundation that I'm sure many of you may have never heard of, but this is an opportunity that you get to be a part of for the very first time. Like, there'll never be another first. So who don't want to be a part of the inaugural of what's happening right here in the Upstate? And as much of the growth that's already happening, that people are really flooding into our city, we need to get our hands on this money, honey. And so I'm encouraging those of you that are watching, go to the website. The website again is SCAAT. So that's 2 A's, get it right. So SCAAT.us, where you can register tonight. You can do it right now. Or if it's just a matter of on Saturday, you can come as early as 8:30 a.m. and register on site. The summit will go down from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'm telling you, those that are amongst the who's within Greenville, they're going to be there. So I need as many of you to also be there as well. Well, it's been absolutely amazing chopping it up with one of the program coordinators, Miss Renee McDaniel. So Renee, for people that are watching, your final words of encouragement, what would be your encouragement as to why they need to be there, and how can they maybe connect with you and reach out to you for more information?
Yes. So final words of encouragement. Basically, I want to express the importance of us being a part of this very important conversation. All too often, we're left out, or there's not information that's shared with our communities on how to access funds with certain things, especially with businesses, and how we can be a part of the growth that's happening within our state. So I encourage anyone that's listening and that's seeing this broadcast to register because it's going to help your community in the future. It's going to help you as a business owner, as a brand, grow your brand within this state and get some of this $2.4 billion that's in the state already, that's already there. We're going to help you access that. So if you are serious about that growth, if you want to get access to some of those funds, we welcome you to join us. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at 843-343-7005. Or you can shoot me an email at my first name is Anisha. My full name is Anisha McDaniel. So my email is ANISHA, last name McDaniel, MCDANIEL, the number 9 @gmail.com. So, or social media, Renee McDaniel Newkirk is my Facebook page. You can shoot me a message there. Either way, just reach out to me and I'll answer any questions that y'all have.
Absolutely. Well, listen, on behalf of the people, I just want to say thank you for helping to bring the awareness and to bring this opportunity for the very first time, the Upstate African American Tourism Summit. It's going down this Saturday, y'all. I want to encourage you as well. For those of you that rock with Miss Jazzy, I'm trying to help get you to the money, honey. So I'm telling you what, the African American Tourism Summit, they got some of the information how to access and to get some of that money. So until next time, Renee, thank you again for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. We appreciate your information, for being one of the program coordinators. I can't wait to meet you, but most importantly, the fact that you were willing out of your busy schedule to take time out that all of the viewers and those that will be able to watch this, because I will replay this leading up to the event, because I want to continue to bring the awareness that the people would know. And I say that I am the voice, and I am keeping the people of the community aware of what's happening right here in Greenville. So thank you so much, Renee. We appreciate you. So listen, y'all make sure y'all show love to Renee. If you have any specific questions, definitely reach out to her. But most importantly, just register to attend. I want to make sure as many of you that can, and tell them Miss Jazzy sent you, right? There's a whole lot of money going to be in that room that you can access and be able to know how to go get some of it. So until next time, it's been absolutely amazing. I'm super excited for those of you that can say that you heard this exclusive interview with one of the program coordinators, Miss Renee McDaniel. You found out about the event. You made sure that you could be there. You maybe have to switch up some things to be there, but it's going to definitely be worth it. So until next time, guys, y'all already know what I'm going to say. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy. I'm going to try to be in the building. I already got some other things going on, but I promise you, for those of you that can be there, you want to be there. Don't miss it, y'all. I love you guys.
For a can't miss event, join us at the Upstate African American Tourism Conference happening at Springfield Baptist Church on Saturday, February 17th from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Discover the power of African American tourism. Did you know it generates a whopping $2.4 billion for South Carolina? This conference is all about growth, community, and economic impact. Learn how South Carolina's investment can drive economic growth in both rural and urban areas. Be part of something bigger. Be part of the change. February 17th at Springfield Baptist Church.